These are the possessions retrieved by the earthquake survivors. They did the opposite of what the experts warned and returned to their damaged buildings to collect some of their belongings, to start a new life. Some of them have already left. Some are getting ready to leave the city. Due to ongoing migration, the Turkish authorities can't provide up-to-date numbers of the people who've left Kahramanmaras. Yusuf Najar isn't one of them, but his son did decide to leave. Yusuf says his son is a dedicated high school student who wants to be a doctor, but first he needs to pass his exams. He says even some of the teachers have left the city, and his son needs better study conditions to fulfill his dreams.
My son can't stay, and he can't adapt to his lessons. He'll go to Ankara because there's no study environment here. We don't know the people he'll stay with in Ankara. Thankfully, they helped. Of course, we'll constantly follow what our son is doing.
The Turkish institutions have been carrying out damage assessment work in the city. So far, it's been determined that more than 12,000 buildings need urgent demolition. This means the former residents will need either temporary shelter or to relocate. But some insist on staying. They say they have a strong bond with the city. 70-year-old Emine Kuştan is one of them. She was born and raised in Kahramanmaras. She has 6 children and her house has been heavily damaged. Although she was offered temporary accommodation in a different city, she refused to leave.
If they gave me the most luxurious apartment in another city, and if they gave me a floor in here, I would rather live here. I can't go anywhere. My son's friends from Izmir invited us to stay there. We lived with one of our relatives for 3 days, but it didn't work out. We are more comfortable here.
Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says Turkey will provide financial support to those earthquake survivors who relocate and rent a house. He also promised to rebuild houses in the affected provinces within 1 year. But people don't have time, and the buses fill up as people leave the city. This central bus station in Kahramanmaras is one of the centers for earthquake survivors wanting to move to other cities because of the destruction. Some who left before the quakes hit may want to return someday, but what they will find is a city very different to the one they left behind. Mustafa Fatih Yavuz, TRT World, Kahramanmaras, Türkiye.